qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, mi invita.
Donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con la sola. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí.
Please just stop and see what you've been doing to me. I can't take much more. I'm on fire, I'm burning. I can barely keep it turning. If I left you, what would you do? All I know is there'd be bad news. There'd be bad news. There'd be bad news. Ain't no place for hiding. You can try to, but the writing's on the wall. Ooh. I just keep on giving till I just can't keep on living anymore. And it's bad news. Yeah, it's bad news. Yeah, it's bad news. I got bad news. Yeah, it's bad news. I got bad news. Yeah, it's bad news.
All night, baby, you know you've had my heart beating out my chest. Ooh, I know it might sound crazy, I still can see you dancing inside my head. Yeah, is it alright if I call you on a Sunday night? Ooh, baby, is it okay if I hold you till the morning? Ooh, you make my heart beat like a bass drum. You make my soul sing like the morning sun. You make the earth shake like an earthquake. You make the world go round, babe. Wow, yeah. I'll admit, baby, since you came into my life, I have been a mess. Yeah, only you can save me, 'cause it feels like I'm drowning and you're my best. Wow, is it alright if I call you on a Sunday night? Ooh, baby, is it okay if I hold you in the moonlight? Ooh, you make my heart beat like a bass.
Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find LoanDepot Park. Sunday baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound today, Janson. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Dalen Lyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And the 1-0. This one smoked on its way out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Nats have the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Fastball for a strike. LoanDepot Park just underway here.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's a 1-2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one's upstairs, ball one. Man at second. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And now 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Way outside, and it gets away. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Got him swinging as we take a look at the Nationals lineup. And Chris, this offense is facing a defense that is well known for kicking the ball around a bit. How aware are you offensively of a bad defensive team?
Well, it's not the most important detail on the scouting report, but it still matters. Just putting the ball in play gives you a chance against this defense because they've been known to provide a gift or two.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that's a home run into the upper deck. A two-run blast. It's their second home run of the inning. And they add on. It's 3-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
At the plate, Jose Tena puts a bunt down and a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Fires over to first. Barely got it for the out. Close play.
Third baseman, Georgie.
Out towards right center field. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for Washington in this one, number 25. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Digging in, Otto Lopez. And it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting second, center fielder, Agustin Ramirez.
Lopez gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Ball, that's out.
In the air, left side. Lyle on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Batting third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Heriberto Hernandez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Man at first, 1 away. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Looked like that four-seamer just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Kind of makes me wonder if that was a cross-up or maybe just way more run than he was expecting. Either way, should have had it.
The 1-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer, and they cut into the deficit.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
The 1-0.
Ball that side.
Another ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Now here is Yuri Ruiz. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Not close with that one. And 1-1.
Ball up there.
Hard hit left side. To first, inning over. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Here's a 1-1. That's to third. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Shortstop, Nasim Nunez.
The 1-0.
Hey! That's outside.
Upstairs. There's a swing and a drive. Ruiz flying after this one. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One down, runner at third. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. One away with a runner at third here at the top of the second. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Lopez. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Dalen Lyle.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey.
Ball to strike.
Nope, outside.
Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 4 and the Marlins 2. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Sanoja, in his second season, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. Long gone. And they cut into the deficit.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
This one belted deep left field. On its way, gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we're level. It's 4-4.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. Up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And a man aboard.
Batting ninth, catcher, Brian Navarrete.
This looks like extra bases. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Otto Lopez digs in now. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Ball back in quickly. Runner holds at third.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A three-run dinger. Their third home run of the inning. And they add to their lead. It's 8-4.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Swings here and blasts one left field. Out of here. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 9-4.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
That one ripped left field. That's back there. See you later. They hit another. And they add a run. It's 10-4.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. A pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Stepping in, Esteury Ruiz. Gets the bunt down the right side. Chaparro. He'll do it himself, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
For the Marlins, third baseman, Javier Sanoja.
And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja back into the box for the second time this inning. And we remember what he did the first time around.
Yes, we do. And now he has the chance to do it again. Some of the biggest names in baseball history have pulled this off. He's going for 2 home runs in the same inning. Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Already 8 runs across this inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. That's in there. Now 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next, for the Marlins, first baseman,
Griffin Conant, the next to hit. And he pops up the bunt. That is the inning. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Marlins 10 and the Nationals 4. Back here at
Leading
LoanDepot
off
Park.
for the Nationals,
Let's take a
the
look at how the
designated
ball's
hitter,
been flying
Abimelech
today. Plenty of
Ortiz.
power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
That one is upstairs.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Ball
I can't play around with
outside.
him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
The pitch timer
Yep, that ball went out.
expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and they cut into the lead. It's 10-5.
Well, he had the green light there in the 3-0 count, and sometimes guys can be a little too anxious, but he was very patient, allowed the pitch to get into the zone, and once it did, he jumped all over it. Really good piece of hitting.
That one drilled left field. Back there. Forget it. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they cut into the deficit. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. He's already homered in this game. And the 1-0. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Here's a 2-0. That one is hammered right field. That's carrying. Gone way up into the upper deck. 3 in a row. Wow. His 2nd home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 10-7.
Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great read off the bat by the second baseman. He took it perfect angle to get to this ball, knowing that he was going to have to dive to cut it off. Gets up and completes the play from the outfield grass. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
Down to third baseman, Jorby Bebos. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 2 out.
Up next for the Nationals, first baseman Andres Chaparro.
Breakup ball.
Two down, nobody on. And that one upstairs. And that one hammered. That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they close the gap. It's 10-8.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Puts a bunt down. Konai. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Jacob Young.
Bunts it in the air, and that'll do it. 4 runs on 4 hits, all of them solo homers. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 10 and the Nationals 8. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Miami, putting on a show at the plate today as the spray chart gives us a look at their 6 homers so far.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Marlins,
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered here in this one. This one in the air, center field. Young takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder Heriberto Hernandez.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Lopez around third. The relay. Safe. It's 11-8.
Well done. Drives in the run. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running, rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. That's towards center. And that is that. Back here at LoanDepot park. Start of the fourth, Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals.
You know, these Nationals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is clicking in. When you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage.
2-0. And another ball.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. It's 11-9. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hernandez under it. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for Washington, catcher Keibert Ruiz.
And here's the catcher, Keibert Ruiz. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Just missed. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. Ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. Flips it from the ground. That's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
That one kicks away from the catcher, and the runner stays where he is. Ruiz off of first with 2 away.
Out.
Here's a 2-1. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that'll do it. ready to go, bottom four. And now for the Marlins, Yuri Ruiz.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base. You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have been on the ground, so that tells me they're being flexible with their approach and finding holes in the infield. And I think those numbers we were talking about do a really good job of showing us how the offense is taking what they can get at the plate.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Javier Sanoja.
Brush, left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. The 2-run shot, his second home run of the game, and they add on. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat move. Aggressive, and it paid off.
A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game.
So now here's the DH, Davison de los Santos. Right through there for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him off. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Young has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman, Griffin Conine.
Bunts it in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher, Brian
2 down, base is empty.
Navarreto.
Here's the catcher, Brian Navarreto. Two down, nobody on. In for a strike, and out 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Jorby Beboss digging in for the Nationals.
Well, these Nats doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one. And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Spits the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's outside. 3-2 on the way. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for Washington, first baseman Andres Chaparro.
And that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next for Washington, shortstop Nasim
Next to hit for the Nats, Nasim Nunez. Nunez measures 5 feet 8 inches, 25 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2019. Chaparro at first, 1 gone. This one in the air, center field. Ramirez takes it in for the out, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Washington.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they slice into the lead. It's 13-11.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the left fielder, Dalen Lyle. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. Here at LoanDepot Park. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Going down. He'll touch them all. And they tack one on the board. It's 14-11.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Just powered it through the left side of the infield.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Next to hit, Heriberto Hernandez. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
The lefty, the 1-0. Now it gets away from Ruiz. And the runner holds. Ramirez over at first with one away. Next offering misses, and now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. The 3-1. Late on that fastball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Yuri Ruiz. Swings through that one. Two on, one out. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number one and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too. And I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up. It's sort of like reverse psychology.
Bunts it in the air. He's got it. And that ends the inning. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Do I have to wait for you, honey, before I can say that you're gone? Won't you let me know, yeah? I'm in an awful state, baby. You
And now,
Leading
number
off
81.
for the Nationals, the designated hitter, Abimelech Ortiz.
The 1-0. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike. Pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2-2 on the way. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder Dylan Cruz.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up next for the Nationals, catcher Keibert Ruiz.
And now the switch hitting catcher Keibert Ruiz.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball that's outside.
Outside with a breaking ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Jose Tena.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Hey.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 7-8-9, 2 up in the home half of the inning. Miami's out in front, 14-11.
Leading off for
So
the
up next,
Marlins,
Davison De Los Santos. He launched his solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
I'm fresh like water. No daughter, might tell a joke, but I ain't gonna lie.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're only swinging at pitches inside the zone. Chasing hasn't been an issue at all. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. League average right now, somewhere around 30%.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
De Los Santos on at first, nobody out. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to hold on to it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Now it's going to be Brian Navarretto. Out towards right center field. Cruz gets under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Marlins have the advantage, 14-11. Back here in Miami, top of inning number 7, Jorbeat Bebos digging in for the Nationals. That's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for
Just
Washington,
a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And gone! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Into this one, Boo. Second home run of the game. And take a look at that scoreboard. Everything feels different all of a sudden, doesn't it?
At at the plate, Nasim Nunez. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Janson jump. Won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming down. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching
New pitcher for the Marlins, Sandy Alcantara.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. The Nats with the tying run on at first here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets the call, and the count even at 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over. So get a little momentum as you turn it over.
In there, sets him down on strikes.
Clearly working out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
One out man at first. Up now for Washington, Dalen Lyle. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Outside low, ball 2. Nunez stands at first with 1 out. Two and 0 the count. Here it comes. There's a strike. 95 of that one. That's a strike. And the count now even up. Next offering way off the plate. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Abimelech Ortiz.
In the air left field, Hernandez on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. set for the last half of the seventh. And now for the Marlins, Agustin Ramirez. Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Heriberto Hernandez.
The 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that ball's hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 15-13. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
One down. Xavier Edwards getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 16-13.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power boot, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Number 25 is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Jake
Nationals,
Irvin on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Javier Sanoja. A ball and no strikes to the Nationals third baseman. Ruiz can't squeeze it. Gets away. No advance, though. On the ground to third. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
I've been in the gym every day. Whole lot of wins on the way. Lost up, feeling like I can't lose. Pulling up and no hesitate. Gotta make a move, make a play.
Back here at LoanDepot Park. Leading off,
right
Dylan
fielder,
Cruz.
Dylan Cruz.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next for the Nationals.
He wasn't able to
catcher,
elevate it, but he put a
Ruiz.
great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
The 0-1. In the air, right field. One down.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Jose Tena.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Tena.
Back outside. Ball, that's what it is.
Alcantara goes 6 feet 5 inches, 200 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. This one in the air, center field. Ramirez on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Nationals, first baseman Andres Chaparro.
Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that's the third out. The Fish on top 16-13. And we're back. Digging in. Number 63.
Designated hitter, Janson de los Santos.
Hot shot to third. Tosses across to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman Griffin Conine.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Now.
Nope, outside.
Right through there for a strike. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! He blasts a souvenir into the second deck, and they add a run. It's 17-13.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
So digging in, Brian Navarretto. Rip to third. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Next offering way off the plate. Drives one out to deep left field. Way back there. Ball! Another homer. Second home run of the inning for him. And they tack one on the board. It's 18-13.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
So 2 down, Agustin Ramirez now at the plate. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it is out of here. They go back-to-back. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 19-13.
Well, we put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
On the ground, base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
Bunting, and he pops it up. Gets him easily, ends the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. Through 8 full, the Marlins lead it 19-13. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Míralo, siéntelo, que este party se encendió. Míralo, siéntelo y ya. Turn it up, drop it down, do it any way you like.
Back here in Miami, stepping in, Nasim Nunez.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And the 1-0. That one missed. Right down to shoot, and it's 2-1.
Quick at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
This one in the air, center field. Ramirez should have this one. One up, one down.
Up next for Washington, center fielder Jacob Young.
Oh, that's low.
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Ripped to short. Slings to first in time.
Up next for Washington, left fielder Dalen Lyle.
So it's their last chance in this one. Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Yeah, that's outside.
That ball went out.
Two down, nobody on. Center field. Ramirez on his way over, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins slug their way to a win in this one.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Yes, I moved a shawty from Ronnie. She been all about business as of late. I got rich so that they want this break, can't catch a break. And yes, I know you tired of hating. I'm tired of staring at your face and nipple retaliate. Ain't no tip for tat today. That's on my mama, that's on Big Sean, that's on Lil A from FLA. Out here in LA, trying to make this shake, trying to wrap this case. That's a whole 120.
He's swiping, boy. Head on, boy. Swiping, boy.